Good evening, my name is Odie Hawkins. And once again, it is my pleasure to give you a reading from a newspaper column that I wrote for the African Times newspaper back in 1996, 1997. And as I've mentioned a time or two before, one of the reasons why I'm reading these ancient columns is to show you what kind of parallel things are happening to that time and reflecting on these times. And it's kind of a kick. I've been comparing social upheavals and social ongoings and backwards slidings and so forth and so on. This particular column was something new. I think the publisher got tired of me giving Tarzan a bad name, you know, in whatever, I don't know, for some reason at one period of time, they were showing Tarzan every other day. Tarzan, Johnny Weissmuller, the old one, and then Buster Crab and somebody else, I can't remember. So I decided I would focus on music. I've been interested in percussion all my life, and I got to know a few of the most incredible percussionist musicians this world will ever know. One of them is a man named Mongo Santa Maria. And this is what the column is about. I'm calling it a tribute to Mongo Santa Maria. The announcement of the event leapt from the entertainment section and booted me up. Armando Peraza, Francisco Aguabella, Mongo Santa Maria, Giovanni Hidalgo, Cachao, Justo Almario, Arturo Sandoval, Bobby Matos, Danilo Lozano, Hilton Ruiz, Orestes Vilato, all on the same stage at different times on the same day, plus others not announced. If Armando Peraza, Francisco Aguabella, and Mongo were going to be there, would Carlos Patato Valdez, Papaito, and Julito Collazo be far behind? Sold out. I cried in my orange juice.
I know you did.
Sold out. Not impossible. No, impossible. I called on the divine energies and Bobby Matos. Bobby called Justo Almario, the artistic director of the event. Justo called me. I was surprised to learn that some of these people have been reading my column in the African Times. You know, oh, hello, Odie Hawkins, how you doing, man? Mm-hmm. You know me? You know me?
I'm glad to know you.
Justo Almario was the artistic director of the event. Justo called me. Suddenly, I had 2 tickets. This was happening at the Greek Theater. I called my baby's mama, the lady called Love. I wanted to share this experience with someone who I related to spiritually. Briefly, about Latin jazz. Latin jazz is basically Afro-Cuban music, one of the most advanced styles of African music in the whole wide world. If you can visualize Africa as a hand with jeweled diaspora fingers splayed in 5 directions, or maybe 10 directions, then it will be much easier to see the gems on the Cuban finger. Musically, many special elements have blended from the Native Americans, from the Spanish, from the Yoruba, from the French, from the jazz of the mainland African American, from supernatural sources. Latin jazz, of course, is a misnomer, like Latin America. There are no Latins in America. And never have been. But that just goes to show you what can happen when the usual suspects get control of the history and geography books. Ditto for Hispanic. Ditto for Hispanic. How can a black Cuban, a Mexican, Indian, and a Dominican all be Hispanic? But that's another discussion we can save for El Nino time. The whole Mongo, in search of Mongo, or should I put it another way, the whole mango, in honor of Mongo Santa Maria, one of the pioneers of Afro-Cuban music in the U.S. Sometimes I play yambu when I'm happy and when I'm sad. Chano, Pozo, and Dizzy Gillespie must have been smiling down on the stage all day long. First up, the Cal Arts Latin jazz group oiled the stage and cooked. It was smoking when they left and nothing had been burned. Sabroso. Herb Alpert can't play the trumpet very well. I should stop trying to dance, period. But he had Justo Almario with him and a collection of other fine musicians to take up the slack. Andy Garcia was the MC and doubled on congas with Francisco Aguabella doing a star turn with Cachao's orchestra later in the program. Andy Garcia. Garcia also picked up the bongos with Arturo Sandoval, an unusual MC indeed, who chatted very little and played a lot. Paquito de Rivera and the Caribbean Jazz Project were ambushed by a faulty sound system during their set, A Kiss of Death at the Greek. As they say, stuff happens. The peak of the evening was the section labeled Tres Maestros Congueros, 3 master conga drummers, accompanied by Al McKibben, the bassist who was with Dizzy Gillespie when Diz brought Chano Pozo with Mario Balza's help. The way the story goes, Diz was looking for what he called a congo player. And this guy, Mario Balza, was a trumpet player. I said, hey man, I know a guy. He's in Cuba, you know. He wants to come over here, so he hooked up with Diz, and according to the legend, Chano Pozo was sort of a thug. But, you know, he came and became one of Dizzy Gillespie's best people. He was our introduction to Afro-Cuban music through Dizzy Gillespie. The bassist who was with Dizzy Gillespie when Diz brought Chano Pozo into jazz, and Pozo gave us Manteca, Guachihuara, Cubop City, blim 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 blim, and a new rhythmic pulse. Armando Peraza, Francisco Aguabella, Giovanni Hidalgo, Tres Maestros Congueros. Mongo joined them later to accept his well-deserved award and to play a little. The walls of the Greek theater were sweated when they finished an Espeluznanza set. Espeluznanza. Backstage. And an aficionado of Afro-Cuban music all my life, an addiction like Cuban cigars, Cuban coffee. One needs a fix from time to time.
Oh, funny, funny, funny. Oh, play.
One needs a fix from time to time. Armando Peraza, my friend for many years, has also been my spiritual mentor. It began one night at the old lighthouse in Hermosa Beach. While playing with Cal Jada, when Armando's left leg shot straight out to the side as he plays the congas until his hands melted like a pool of black butter on the drums. I saw it with my own eyes. I had witnesses. I said, hey man, did you see that? I said, yeah man, his hands melted. Did you see him while he's playing drums? He's standing there playing drums, his left leg shot out. Did you see that? Did y'all see that? I said, yeah, we all saw it. So I wasn't by myself. Who saw? Did you see it? You saw it. You saw it.
Nah.
How you gonna play drums standing on one leg? Did you see his leg? Did you see his left leg shoot out?
Yes.
Did his other leg come out too? I said, no, I didn't see that, man. I didn't see that. But I saw his left leg go straight out in the air. How you gonna play drums standing on one leg?
Talented.
But he did.
Mm-hmm.
On October 25th, 1997, backstage after his set while listening to Cachao and his orchestra Calfredo, Valdez, piano, Francisco Aguabella, congas, assisted by Andy Lucky Luciano Garcia, Orestes Vilato, timbales, Humberto Nengue Hernandez, bongos, Justo Almario, saxophone, Ramon Flores, trompeta, the great Danilo Lozano, Nelson Gonzalez, tres, ping, 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 Lazaro Galliarra, vocals, Nelson Marquez, vocals, etc. It was a thing.
I can see.
Did you see that too?
I think I did.
You weren't there. I'm sorry.
But visually, it's making it very
But you get the visual. He was
I get the
standing. He was
visual.
standing on one leg.
I get the concept.
They said he saw
I
it.
get
They
the
said he
concept.
saw it too.
I get the
So
concept.
I wasn't by myself.
I understand.
Not only that, his eyes bugged out a little bit too.
Now,
Like,
I get a little bit carried
I'm
away.
taking it a little bit too far.
Yes.
Armando performed a dance that was so original in its design and execution, so authentically African-Cuban, that it would be impossible to describe.
I'm sure.
It lasted almost 2 minutes, and those of us who witnessed it will never forget it. But Treazel, my baby's mama, asked, "Did you see what that old man just did?" Unfortunately, the recipe for that dish will go when the maestro goes, because no one will ever have those ingredients.
Well, Armando is
Recipe.
special always anyway.
You dig it?
I know.
Please say it again.
Armando is special always.
You met
anyway.
Armando up there in the
Yeah.
Patato,
Mhm.
so you know what I'm talking about. She
Yeah.
knows what I'm talking about. She knows what. She didn't see his legs shoot out, but she met him.
I met him. He's exceptional.
And once you meet him, well, y'all know that. Once you meet him,
Extraordinary. Extraordinary.
he's a special character.
Yes.
My thanks and a warm abrazo to Bobby Matos and Judson Matos for the hookup, and to Justo and Mario for offering the African Times his aid and warmth. And that's my little tribute to Mongo Santa Maria, who is no longer with us, well, physically, but spiritually he will never leave, as well as all the others I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Armando is gone. Patato is gone.
Are they never gone from our lips?
Never gone from our lips or from our
Yes.
minds and our spirits.
And
So, on that note, I'm going to leave you and
okay, let me mention your website is
Please.
www.odiehawkins.com. A new book is coming out soon, and of course, there's always the storyteller's story, and many, many others. And with that,
it
Nis